Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Hour coming at you with another Week 2 battle from the Worldwide Champions League Season 3. This battle taking place between the Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs, coached by Thomas, taking on the Brooklyn Scizors, coached by CBHulk, aka Chris. Here is the lineup for the Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs. They have not made any substitutions at all from their draft team. And here is the team for the Brooklyn Scizors. After careful deliberation, planning, and whatnot, the match we have for you today is Garchomp, Mega Gardevoir, Magmortar, Amoonguss, Bisharp, and Rotom Wash for the Cape Girardeau Gardevoir, and Mega Scizor, Miss Magius, Mamoswine, Roserade, Thundurus Incarnate, and Uxie for the Brooklyn Scizors. Both coaches are 1-0 right now. So let's see what happens in this Week 2 battle. Which of these coaches is going to take their first L for the season? Let's find out. The Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs taking on the Brooklyn Scizors. Alright, Chris issuing the challenge. Out comes out Bruce, the Garchomp. And comes out Uxie, aka the Professor. Out comes out Black Widow, substituting for Garchomp. There is Gardevoir, who traces Uxie's Levitate. Uxie will throw out the Stealth Rocks. Now, as per rules, here she comes. Mega Gardevoir, complete with her giant funeral dress. Goes straight for the side shock. It won't be effective as Uxie resists psychic attacks. And here comes a Thunder Wave.
Hit you, Thunder Wave!
Ooh, Gardevoir is paralyzed. Uxie goes for the U-turn. In its place comes out Cyanide. The Roserade, and here comes a Hidden Power.
Hidden Power!
Has to be Hidden Power Fire. Now, Thomas does withdraw, goes into Super Shroom, the Amoonguss. The rocks will be taking damage. Roserade setting up some spikes, which will be very troublesome for Thomas's team, as only one poke will be immune to them. Roserade setting up a second layer. Thomas needs to do something, and he needs to do it pretty quickly. Here comes another Hidden Power.
Hit you, Hidden Power!
Which is not enough, ironically, to kill Roserade. Roserade going for the Sludge Bomb. In the process, taking itself out. Roserade goes down, and I guess that's a point for Thomas. 6-5. Now out comes out Nook Took the Mamoswine. Thomas does withdraw Amoonguss. Goes into Boston Red Sox, the Rotom Wash. Does take damage from the rocks. We could go in for the Freeze Dry, the only ice move to actually be super effective against water types, such as Rotom Wash. Does take damage from his own Life Orb. I don't believe this Rotom Wash has any speed investment because Mamo is faster. Rotom Wash goes down 5-5. Out comes out Bruce, the Garchomp again. Will take damage from both the rocks and the 2 layers of spikes. Thomas quickly withdrawing. Maybe trying to lead on a move from Chris. Goes into Chivalry, the Scizor. The Bisharp, who will take damage from the rocks and more damage from the spikes. Looks like going for the Ice Shard. Not going to be very effective against the Steel type, that is Bisharp. It was a crit. Does have him at half health. Chivalry goes for the Iron Head. Is enough. Mamoswine goes down. Maybe Thomas's strategy was to weaken Mamo down a little bit more with his own Life Orb. Out comes out Bellatrix the Magius, who sets up a substitute. I wonder if Bisharp clicked Sucker Punch. It did not, went straight for the Iron Head. That might be enough to break the substitute, as Ms. Magus is not known for her physical defenses, and there it is. Now, Bisharp is losing health with due to his own Life Orb, whereas Bellatrix is recovering with leftovers. Goes for the Will-O-Wisp. This will weaken Bisharp down. It won't hurt as hard. But if it does goes for Iron Head again, this may be a banded Bisharp. Or it's being a very stubborn one. I wonder which of the two it is. Bisharp will go down. Goes for Sucker Punch. It was not banded. Bellatrix goes for the substitute. Bisharp is probably going to go down now because of the burn. And there it is. Chivalry to Bisharp goes down. 4-4. Out comes out Black Widow again. Could Hyper Voice through that substitute, but will it? But first take damage from the spikes and the rocks. This Magus goes for the Shadow Ball. This Magus is faster, and with the Para on Mega Gardevoir will make it extremely faster. Black Widow, the Mega Gardevoir, goes down 3-4. Cannonball is coming out. I'm assuming that's the Magmortar. Does take damage from the rocks and the spikes, which is not what it wants to take. This Magus again goes for the Shadow Ball. Magmortar able to take it. I wonder if it's Assault Vested. Goes for the Flamethrower. Takes damage. Sub is broken. This Magus does recover with the leftovers. Goes for the Shadow Ball again. Won't be enough to kill, but does lower Magmortar's special defense. Magmortar goes for the Flamethrower. This does kill Miss Magius. She is down. We're tied again at 3-3. Out comes out Raiden, the Thunderous Incarnate. Goes straight for the Thunderbolt, and that is enough to knock off Magmortar. Cannonball is out. Thunders does lose some life because of its Life Orb. Out comes out Super Shroom. Ooh, it's taking damage. CB does withdraw Raiden. Goes into the Professor, who takes a Spore. I see what CB is doing. Taking a page out of my book. How dare you, sir? With this, while the Professor is asleep, I doubt CB is planning on using it anytime soon, but this does lock out Amungus's Spore. He's not going to be able to use that move anymore. Goes again for the Hidden Power.
It used Hidden Power!
Definitely Hidden Power Fire, as we've seen before. And is the only move that can actually hit the Scizor, who is now Mega Evolving. Goes for the U-turn. It is going to be boosted because of Scizor's Technician. Go into Thunderous, I'm assuming. Yep, there it is. Goes for the Hidden Power again.
It used Hidden Power!
Obviously was not expecting Scizor to leave. Oh god, all this hidden power.
It used hidden power.
Yeah, we get it. Amoonguss is at the red and goes for Clear Smog. Guessing was trying to save some PP. I ain't gonna do it again. You get the idea. Thundurus goes for the hidden power. I'm assuming it's ice. Amoonguss does go down. And we are at a 1-3. Back comes out Bruce to once again take damage from the rocks and the spikes. At this point, this Garchomp is starting off at about half health. A little bit above that, 60% maybe. Goes for the outrage. It is enough. Raiden the Thundurus goes down. CB is obviously going to go for Scizor. He cannot lose Scizor here, otherwise he's going to have to deal with a sleeping Uxie. But since Garchomp is locked into outrage, CB has nothing to really worry about. Goes for a Roost, as outrage is resisted by Scizor's steel typing. Goes for the bullet punch. Garchomp's rough skin does hurt Scizor, not much. Goes for another outrage. Said Scizor is taking these. Garchomp now confused due to fatigue. Is it gonna hit himself in confusion? And it does. At this point, CB can just bullet punch and kill it. Goes for the Roost, trying to assert dominance. What a cocky player this CBHulk is. This CBHulk, coach of the Brooklyn Scizors. Shame on you. Finally now going for the kill on Garchomp. Garchomp does go down. And it is a 2-0 victory for the Brooklyn Scizors. I don't even feel like playing the sound effect. You naughty, naughty man.
And there goes the battle.
You lucky I felt nice. GG's to both players. This brings up the Brooklyn Scizors up 2-0. Cape Girardeau Gardevoirs at a 1-1. It is still very early on in the season. Anything can happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do highly appreciate it. Like and subscribe to keep watching more videos from the league. Until next time, this is PXG Cash Howard, coach of the New York Nido Kings, signing off.